My name is Dane Trumbore. I'm one of 28 survivors and living eyewitnesses to the Monterey Park Star Ballroom Massacre, including the 5 hours police stand down, money laundering, and cover-up related to this atrocity against Chinese Americans and Chinese foreign nationals. And this fear campaign has not abated. It's only gotten worse. You have losers like Pete Hegseth. It's a total beta, bitching and moaning about Chinese women. He was on Fox News giving this bizarre mission briefing to the public, saying there are 600 million small Chinese women on sewing machines with very small hands. This guy must have small hands. He can't even jerk himself. This guy's bitching and moaning that he's not getting enough Chinese pussy. So fucking Pete Hegseth, little Dick Pete, is whining and moaning that he can't get any Chinese pussy, so he's gonna take his anger out on all the Chinese women in the world who I fucked? I guess so. I mean, fuck this bitch. Fuck this little bitch, Pete Hegseth. But here's what I'm really putting this video up for. I'm demanding that we receive restitution for the 2.5 years that California has been stringing us along about this, and that we also get full immunity for this massacre, this atrocity. It's too noisy in here. Otherwise, we're calling for the entire world to dump the US dollar and to drop bombs on Los Angeles and New York until there's no more there's no more strength in this evil country. That this country has already lost its strength as it is. This country is so impoverished. Only 20% of the men are in any fighting shape, and that's God's judgment, because this country is so racist, so weak-hearted, weak-minded, lacking in vision, just hating overachievers all the time. And we want 32 bullets in Newsom's body by the federal government for every person that was shot, killed, and mutilated. It's either shoot up Newsom, the federal government has full discretion to do this, and give us justice for this massacre and this stand down, because the federal government was involved. There was a cabal of California Democrats and some elements of the federal government, and Pete Hegseth is probably a part of the chain of command, who did this shit. And if we don't get justice for this, if we don't see Newsom full of 32 bullets for every person that was shot in that massacre, plus 2 more for how many years we had to fucking wait to get a real response about this, any justice, then this country's over. I'm calling for bombardments against this evil country. We want this country sunk like Carthage. It's an illegitimate country. It's just a landmass to store weapons and silos. Europe is sick of it. They hate this country. They know all kinds of things that America has been doing overseas that never even gets reported, that this evil country and its merchant kings have done. This cabal of big merchants just selling weapons and merchandise. That's all this country is. It has nothing to do with Jesus. It has nothing to do with Christianity. It has nothing to do with the gospel. All this country does is ship homosexuality overseas and try to enforce that. That's the only vision this country has. Just trying to enforce homosexuality and molesting children in schools, prison schools. That's all this country stands for. So, mix double for them. Plunder those who plundered you. Kill those who killed you, who killed your family, who killed your friends, who tried to ruin your lives because you were Christian. Who tried to destroy the Holy Church and force Christianity into a box to try to keep God out of the public square. Mix double for them. Mix double for these people, these Masons. The same Masons who infiltrated the Catholic Church in the 1960s and tried to assassinate the Pope. These same Masons who have destroyed the health, the wealth, and the ability of people to rise in this country. The same Masons who initially sent troops to supposedly fight against slavery, but then after that war was done and Lincoln was shot, they didn't enforce the promise by Sherman and Lincoln to give 40 acres and a mule to every freed man and fighter. They gave the land back to the individual slave owners. And then the people continued to work that land on wages, thinking that they would inherit it, and they never got it. I'm running for governor, and Newsom's going to get killed by the federal government, or this country has no legitimacy. When I become governor, I'm restoring rule of the Holy Church. And the pillars of church rule are this. I'm doubling the housing market for free. Every man is going to own a high-quality home for free, high-quality building materials. We're going to revamp certain parts of California, make them really nice, like planned cities. It's going to be beautiful, and you're going to own a house. You're going to own one of these things. You're going to have at least 2 acres of land. I did the math. There's roughly 100 million square acres of unused land. Maybe roughly 2/3 of that is good land. I'm also going to force an allocation of parcels for this restitution for non-compliance with that order, to give every man and woman 40 acres in it. So I give every freed man and fighting person 40 acres and a mule. 40 acres was impossible, at least for California, but you can get 2 acres and a mule. That's what I'm promising. You're going to get your land that your granddaddy should have gotten. Your great-grandfather would have inherited a lot more land if this country wasn't such a slave-driving slave state. So we're done with the slave nation. We're done with these Masons. We're sick and tired of these neo-Confederates. We're done with the California Klan tactics. And we're sick and tired of wimps and losers and faggots in the GOP. And you know what? I talked to Stephen Stern, who's high up in the GOP in Florida. He was on Fox News, likes to talk about election integrity. And he said that when he tried to get me 2 upper officials in California to assist me with this matter about the California stand down and police cover up, the mass shootings, he's told me they said that they aren't interested. So that's the state of the country, ladies and gentlemen. A whole bunch of people got shot, and the government's just not interested. What should you do with this kind of government? Overthrow it. Restore rule of the Holy Church. We're putting the church back in power. Right now you have a ruler. It's the banks, the pharmaceutical companies, and the media and the military. The 4 pillars of the death industry. They are your ruler. If you want Christ to rule, he has to rule through his holy church that he established for 2,000 years and not complain about it. We're going to have a monarchy, and we're going to enjoy being ruled by Christ. You're going to have equal protections that this country's never enjoyed. The Carolingian Renaissance saw more emancipation than this fucking country's ever given anyone. The slaves are not free. You're not free. So many of you are on slave wages right now. Your head should spin thinking about the fact that they never gave that land to anyone after the Civil War. They might as well not even have had the war. Things would not have been much different. We have to fight for full emancipation, and only Christ our Savior will give it to you. So with the banner of the cross and the image of our crucified Savior, with a sign of our crucified Savior, conquer. We are taking over. We are asserting our rights and authority to rule over this cultural hegemony of Christ. And we are taking the entire land back from coast to coast. And we're giving every man a free home that's high quality at 2 acres, 2 square acres. And I'm also going to find those magic money computers that Doge found. And I'm giving $20 million to every man, woman, and baby in California. Every state can follow suit. No more financial levers. No more satanic denizens in this country's apparatus and its machinations. No more bullshit. No more California terrorism. No more Joe Biden characters. We're not going to allow any more people like Newsom to rise. We're pacifying this state. We're letting the Holy Church rule.